I'm telling you, no one has heart these days. They're weak and compromised, trust me. This is what this video is going to be about, the agents. So check this out. We're going to make this video specifically about what always occurs. Now, this is what occurs. He says that the people shall hand you over to your government. From the family, from friends, from associates. When you're walking this walk, understand it does not come without opposition. It's how you view the opposition determines the outcome. And what I mean by this is that all things work for the greater good of those who love God. And when you love God, you serve God. Most High God wraps two things. It's to love the Most High with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your understanding, and with all your strength. And then to love your neighbor as you love yourself. When applying these principles, it does not come without opposition. The opposition is the testing ground to see how applicable, to see how sound your theory is. Ours is sound. It's grounded on the rock. So it has to be tested. That's where a lot of this opposition, the force, the pressure comes from. But don't look at it as evil, because all things work to greater good for those who love you. So, for example, if someone transgress against you, the best bet is to pick one of the fruits of righteousness to respond, whether it's internally or externally. In some situations, you don't respond. You see what I'm saying? But just remember that every situation is staged and tested, and some of you will be killed. Some of you will be incarcerated. Some of you will be framed like Jesus was framed. He was always in situations where people were around him trying to stage situations. Had Jesus would have gave in at any given time, there would have been pictures saying, hey, aha, I got you. Most of the temptations are sent to you that probe. Like they try to put Jesus in a situation to commit murder. Hey, this lady pretty much was an adulterer. Should we stone her? That's what they asked Jesus. They was trying to get Jesus to stone a lady, to commit murder here. And then if he would have said no, pretty much they would have said that you are against the very law or the people who represent the principles of these laws. So what Jesus did was say, he who without sin cast the first stone. See, he found the balance between the two. Just like how they try to make it seem like, you got to be a very religious person or be a very spiritual person. You're gonna find opposition when you're trying to bring the balance. The truth brings the balance of both sides. Don't become fearful. The opposite of truth, I think, is where the fear comes in. You see what I'm saying? So you stand on courage, and courage allows you to emanate through this truth. So that's the message for this video. Love the agent and the provocateurs. Embrace the opposition. If you have the light, move towards the darkness and operate not in fear. When fear comes, allow courage to emanate. Fear becomes then the platform to demonstrate the courage that you have, the confidence that you walk in. When opposition is there, that's a lesson. Find the lessons is never a loss. If you ever feel like you had a goal and you didn't reach that goal that day, well, what was the lesson in it? If you learned from the mistake, then you didn't take a L. 2 L's will make a W if you tilt it to a 90-degree angle. So that's how you could turn your situation into a win. You know what I'm saying? Never losing. You learn the lesson, and that lesson turns into a W. Learn and lesson, W. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gotta move. 3-minute little drill. Holla at y'all, man. Let's get it.